glitch here. You know, good old computer errors. You know, wouldn't make us on time. But yeah, so we're here round 4 at Spa, and Colin is gonna walk you through our qualification and our standings as we just see Jackie nearly lose on the formation lap.
Oh, and he's just picked up contact.
No, it's not
there
formation
with
lap. This is the race. Yeah.
No, this is the race, but this is the sprint.
Oh, that was a Mercedes that just saw going to the wall. Connor just missed.
Which is set to reverse grid order as they currently stand in the standings after 3 rounds. For the 25% race which follows this, will be whatever position these guys finish here, is where they will start the 25% race. And after the 25% race, the top 10 will be reversed for the 50%, which will be our second stream of the night.
Yeah, and in the meantime, there was a bit of down that straight in sector 3. We did lose Angry Dutch guy who.
Yeah, there does seem to have been quite a bit of contact.
Yeah.
We've actually lost 3 drivers already. We've already lost Error, Connor, and Angry Dutch guy, and we did see a little bit of contact between Jackie and Mad Max as well.
Yeah, obviously all this collisions allowed quick killers to get a 5, nearly a 6-second lead.
Do you know what that is? That's McLaren madness for you right there. The last time we were here with LNR, we were out there flying in the McLarens as well.
You know what? With McLaren Madness, didn't realise one of the McLaren drivers is Mad Max. So
yeah,
fitting
really well.
fitting name for a fitting team.
So I mean, as it stands, the biggest winner out of all this so far is Joseph, who's up 10 places, but then Dunners and Ryan is both up 7 places apiece as well, so they've done quite well out of this, and there's still time to improve. We're only on the 2nd lap, and there seems to have been carnage already from what we've seen, and that is with 3 drivers short tonight as well, so I'm not sure why we're 3 drivers short, but we are. I don't know if that's people running late, or
so we've got
people have backed out.
Joseph on the back of Grimmy here.
That was a lot from Dunners there. I thought he was going to lose the tail then.
Joseph is really always going to go on the inside here. That is a brave
we have
move
Blumchum
there.
out. He's on the gravel. Let's see if I can just pick it up on Jackie's before he passes where he is. Yeah, he was on the outside of the next turn for Jackie. Yeah, he is. He's off over in the wall there, in the middle of the gravel. So that is Blumchum out. So that will be him starting P11.
Yeah, we've got Joseph still on the back.
DRS is now enabled as well.
Yeah, so I imagine Joseph will benefit from this because at the moment he's making himself really familiar with the gearbox of Grimmy. Yeah. Is he going to get run down?
Well.
Yeah. Now the thing is though, is he going to be smart and just hold back here for the DRS, which he does look like he's going to do, because the last thing you want to do is make an overtake there for Rouge, seeing that RS is now enabled.
Yeah, so if Grimmy sits still now, he should just tuck the right side in, there he goes. And then he can just tuck in ahead. So let's see if anyone else. No, I thought Wolsey was close enough, but he wasn't. I think it was RBY either. They're all around the 2nd. I thought maybe they'd squeezed in, but they haven't managed to squeeze into the DRS window. So I'm going to jump back on board with Dunners myself and just keep an eye on that, because he is closest besides A. Riley.
1, and that's Mr. Jace is that in sector 1.
Yeah, that's Mr. Jace is gone yet. So we are down 5 drivers in less than 3 laps. That's not the best of starts.
No, I mean,
we do still have both McLarens there.
Yes, McLaren repping here for us boys here.
We like the McLarens. We race McLarens in another league together tomorrow night. So.
Which don't even know what that is, but I haven't even had no practice as always. And that's Riley. I believe. Yeah, we just had A. Riley.
Riley on Grimmy. Yeah. Thing is, has he pulled that move too early now? Because Grimmy's within 3/10 and he's going to be diving into this DRS zone. He just brake quite early, Grimmy.
The thing is with this DRS zone is that with that, well, Jimmy's nearly a second, over a second now. You don't. No, it's not really.
The thing is, A. Riley's also got a 2-second penalty as well. So all Grimmy needs to do is stay on his back end for a couple of laps.
Within a couple of corners, he's just got a 5 tenths to do that. It's obviously split stream
That's
here and
because
the
Grimmy
DRS.
braked too early and then ran wide on the exit of the chicane.
We've got Donus on the back of Ryan about to...
Yeah, I was about to say that as it happened, as I jumped back on board.
And
But his
that's
RP line now
another...
picks up 2 seconds as well for multiple warnings. These guys are running track limits quite a bit. So everyone who's got penalty so far has got 2 seconds. And that 2 seconds that Jackie's got could concede his P9 for P10 if Mad Max can stay close.
Riley's already found 2 seconds on Grimmy, not even a lap goes past, so... I mean, is it enough? I don't think it's got enough to maybe catch up to Joseph. I mean, we're going to have a look down here as we'll sit on board with Donus and Ryan.
Yeah, I was sitting on board with Ryan myself, trying not to turn my wheel to simulate what these drivers are doing as I'm watching.
I get a bit too carried away.
Yeah, I do. I do it when I do comms for other leagues as well. I use my wheel to control everything I need to do, and I kind of just sit there and I rotate my wheel to follow simulate what the drivers are doing, because obviously from racing the tracks I know the tracks and I just sit there and do it without even thinking about it. So Ryan's now going to have DRS if he gets a good exit here, which he gets on the curb and don't get the best of exits. But it will keep him nice and close. But so will Joseph, I think. Ooh, that was quite deep into turn 1 there. That won't have helped his line, but that has put Joseph right on the back of this as well.
Yeah, I was going
to say, actually set the fastest lap.
Joseph is catching up. I mean, he's within DRS now of Ryan. Obviously, Ryan will have DRS of Donus, so...
The thing is, Ryan's abusing his ERS. I mean, he's down to 5%, and Donus has about 20, and he's using this as well.
Joseph's on the 3%.
Now, this is going to... If he wants a late break, it's going to have to be very late. No, he didn't. Oh, ooh, he almost went then.
Yep, too much out of club there.
Right?
Yeah, I was on board with that, yeah.
As he now picks up a 2-second penalty, so he will concede P3 now. That is unfortunate, but it does happen when you take too much curb as well. So Grimmy has now picked up 2 seconds as well.
It's all going to come to catching the split stream and who's got the most downforce.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit down to penalties as well here. I didn't expect people to pick up so many penalties here. Yeah, this is not a track that's very penalty prone unless you push the car too hard.
Yeah.
It looks like these guys might just be pushing their cars a little bit too hard and running a little bit too much curb. You know? It's unfortunate, but it does happen as well.
I mean, I will have to jump on board now, though. You keep an eye on this in case anything happens. I'm going to jump on board with Quick Killers, a man who's on low fuel mode as well. He's got the fuel light flashing as he's about to cross the finish line there. Take a checker flag here, obviously.
This is brave from Joseph, but he really doesn't need to do it because he doesn't have a penalty. That was a risky thing to try. He'll get P3 anyway. He tried a late dive into the chicane on Ryan, but it was really, really risky because he really didn't need to do it with the penalty that stood in place. And Mad Max hasn't managed to keep himself close enough to Jackie, so Jackie will retain that P9 position. So going into the 25%, then we'll have Quick Killer, Dunners, Joseph, Ryan, A. Riley, Grimmy, Wolsey, RP Eli, Jackie, Mad Max to round out the top 10.
Joseph made up a good few positions out of the game. Obviously, we still have the next. Well, we've got the sprint race as well as the feature race.
Sprint race to go yet as well. So the 5 there that I didn't manage to name because it went off on my screen, I will name in just a second when it starts to come back up. That was Mr. JC90 will start P11, Blumchen will start P12, Angry Dutch Guy P13, Connor P14 and Error P15. So that will be everyone's starting position for the 25%.
Oh, sorry about that. I lucky you said that. Sorry, I had my little boy just sit up, look at the TV, and sort of just give you the proof of the finishing and gone back to sleep.
It's always good when they do that.
Yeah, that's a perfect time. Tell you what, let me just quickly scroll through. Yeah, as you've already done that. Just get the rundown for the.
Yeah, just in the stream.
Yeah. got Mr. Angry Dutch guy as well going off in the Discord, letting his
So we're just waiting on the guys here, I think, to advance. As I think I've just heard Scotty's little boy in the background, so he'll be quiet just for a minute whilst he's sorting out his little one. So we've got 10 seconds now until we will move on.
Yep, I am back. Yeah, you're alright. It's just a little bit.
Yeah, but I heard the little cry from the little one, so I knew where you'd got off to.
Yeah. So I don't know when I say if the game was glitched or not. I didn't have a countdown on my screen, but
no, it finally picked up. I think we were just waiting for people. Yep, so it looks like we have had one of the missing drivers join us now, which was Sir Jake. He will be starting from P16. Well, he should be. Why is it now saying 15? Do we lose someone? Don't know what's happened there. So the sprint race then will be 11 laps. We're just waiting for the admin to get set up with the grid order for the guys, and we will get back underway. Ah, so the missing driver was Jackie then. That's why we're back down to 15, not 16. That explains it. So we could just be waiting for Jackie here as well. Hopefully we should be underway very soon. Again, we're still just waiting to see what Jackie's doing.
This is perfect for me because I think I'm going to be occupied for about a minute here anyway, so
yeah, it's alright, mate.
Crack on, mate, doing what you do best.
I'll do what I do while I'm waiting. Okay, so it looks like we do now have our radio. So we have 6 guys, 7. Hopefully if we get one more, there we go, and the 30-second timer has started. And apparently we've unreadied. Why did we unready exactly? That may have been a change in the settings here that unreadied everyone. We do have ready up again, so we'll be going in a few seconds. So unfortunately, as Scott is running the stream tonight and he's very slightly occupied for a moment, you shall be just watching the one driver as we get the 25% race underway, but I'll do my best to keep you updated with everything that is happening around the rest of the grid. So we're just waiting for the guys to pick their setups and strategies for this race, as they will be required this time to make a pit stop, unlike in the sprint qualifying. So we have about 10 seconds and we shall get underway.
Right, so I am back and the little man is awake, so I do apologise if you hear any shouting in the background.
That's what kids do, mate.
Yeah,
so we're just starting the formation right now. We are back down to 15 drivers, so Jake has joined us, but Jackie has chosen not to race again tonight.
very interesting.
So the predicted pit stop strategy is soft medium or soft hard 610, which I would say most people will go soft medium, or vice versa, because anyone who goes hard is an idiot, in my opinion. Considering that mediums could go this entire race without even breaking a sweat.
Yeah,
so we've got 3 drivers on mediums and the rest are starting on softs, so most of them will be on roughly the same strategy. It's just down to when they choose to come in off those soft tyres, because to be honest the soft tyres could do this race completely as well, so it just depends how hard you push them.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Obviously, once if we get a safety car, it's going to be everyone diving in the pit for change of tyres.
And the thing is, it doesn't matter which way you're going either on such a short sprint race. It doesn't matter if you're on the mediums and you're diving after 2 laps or 3 laps or whatever, or you're coming off the softs and going onto the mediums. All it is just speed difference, really. I mean, something like that would benefit the medium runners, because then they'd be on the faster tyre for the rest of the race. So
well, this is going quite well, because instead of my boy want to play with the toys, he's actually watching the race.
Well, there you go then. Clearly, your kid's an F1 fan.
Yeah.
As Killers decides to mow the grass.
It's alright. McLaren mowers, and he slowed right down as well.
Yeah, he did right at the last second. He slowed right down. I think AI is taking over, that's why.
Now when I form it up, I'm just going to change the sound output quickly. The screen will be blank momentarily. I do apologise. it's not gonna work. Not enough time.
And we're lights out. So Joseph has already made a move on Dunners there, but Dunners hasn't given up the position. But he has now. He's conceded it now. So that is released Joseph to chase down Quick Killers, and these two are quite fast at the front.
No,
so I fully expect that they'll just pull away.
Yeah, you've got Dunners looking using his DRS already on Joseph there as well, but for some reason I have no sound.
I didn't have sound for the sprint race, the 5-lapper. I don't know what happened there. It's just sometimes the game picks up a bug and does that. It'll probably come back for the next race, so I won't panic too much. Unfortunately, it's just one of those stupid little game bugs that we can't do anything about. So let's see what's happening further down the field. You've got Wolsey on the back of A. Riley, who's then on the back of Ryan.
A bit too loud.
Yeah, I normally put it at around 5.
There you go, that's a lot better.
To be honest with you, Joseph and Quick Killers aren't pulling away as fast as I expected.
No, we've got Greenwood on the back of Wolsey now. He's using his split stream to. He's now within just over 1/10. Obviously, you're gonna have the
high downforce try and outbreak him. No, he's broke early. Oh, I think there was a bit of contact there between Wolsey and A. Riley.
Yeah,
he just tagged his rear wing very slightly.
And that was Wolsey that's gone. Yeah.
Yeah, he's tagged the wall.
And that's Blumchum as well.
As Mr. JC is facing the wrong way as well.
Yeah.
And Angry Dutch Guy's in the pits. So there must have been something just happened there. I don't think Angry Dutch Guy was involved in that, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to pit.
Alright, now we've got this. Yeah, what?
Oh, I hadn't noticed we got that. I was too busy concentrating on what the guys were doing.
While that was happening, I just managed to change my audio settings over, which was perfect timing for that.
Absolutely. Strange choices. Angry Dutch Guy into cars.
Yeah, not too sure.
I mean, I think he came off the mediums, but I would have thought the softs would have gone, as we are now back racing as well.
Yeah, Quick Killer and Joseph both got a nice little head of Dunners. And that's A. Riley.
A. Riley now going the way. And
Wolsey's out as well.
Yeah, Wolsey's in the wall, hence his name. And A. Riley appears to have had a bit of a spin there as well. He's got any damage, I'm just trying to check him now. No, but it does look like he's running really low.
But that's
obviously he's dragging his nose on the floor.
So we know that we've got because there's no green flags. Going to say we kept coming up the yellow flag as Quick Killer and Joseph
we now have DRS as Quick Killers and Joseph are going at it here. And Joseph just tucked in behind for now. But I think he's playing this smart. I think he wants that DRS for run down the straight.
DRS round 2, can because the DRS sectors are so close together. Obviously, you've got it.
Job done. Just cutting again quite early there. He swipes the nose off of Quick Killers.
And them two battling there has allowed Ryan to catch up as well with Dunners behind him.
Yeah. Ryan's actually overtaken Dunners as well. He wasn't ahead of him.
It's going to be interesting because obviously we've got A. Riley and Dutch Guy quite far ahead, but again they haven't got a pit, so if another VSC or another safety car comes in, that's going to benefit them.
It absolutely will.
So we've got Quickly still on the back of Joseph here.
But A. Riley has stopped there now for mediums. so he may have had damage that didn't seem apparent to begin with. So Quickly is staying with Joseph as well, so he's not really pulling away again. These two are very quick there. I mean, it's not that the other guys are slow, but they are just about eking out a very slight lead every lap.
We've got Sir Jake as well back in 8th place. He's now Mad Max at 7th place.
Yeah, Bob's just sitting on a quick killers now. Who's grabbed the DRS into turn 1. He should get it again into turn 4. That was close to it. And he's got the slipstream. He should just about be able to get it done if it breaks. That was quite close again between the two of them.
And that's a safety car, that's error.
Right, yeah, that is error out of the race.
Yeah, I've lost it. It looks back at the top of the rouge.
Yeah, I'm going to say it looks like it must be a rouge because I've just jumped on board with Angry Dutch guy. And can't see where his car's stricken yet. He has passed it. Yeah, his car's disappeared, but it was the top of Radion.
No, this is what Angry Dutch Guy and everybody really wants. I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if Dutch Guy wants to come off the hards.
Come off the hards, yeah.
I mean,
the thing is, it's who pits now, you know. I mean, A. Riley doesn't need to. He's in the best position.
Yeah, but he's already had the compound change. I mean,
he's already stopped for his compound change anyway.
Yeah, Grimmy and RP Live are the only ones that are on old mediums that need to pit, and obviously they will be on the soft.
Yeah, see, do they take the risk at going onto the soft now? Because remember, it's a 25% race, so they weigh slightly more.
The thing is, though, is that you're going to have well, if anyone pits, you're going to have at least 2 laps of the safety car after obviously the initial outlap that it will do now.
Which will take us up to lap 6.
Yeah, so you only are doing just and that's error leaving the session. Interesting.
Yeah, that will be because.
So that's quick killers coming into the pit. So yeah.
Yeah, and Joseph and Dunners and Ryan and Grimmy and RP and Mad Max and Sir Jake
and Connor as well.
And Connor.
Mr. Jace, is he gonna follow suit?
Jace doesn't as well.
Yeah, he's in. No, it's going to be interesting.
Now, what's going to be interesting is what Angry Dutch Guy does. Does he stay on those hards, or does he jump back onto mediums, or even a set of softs? I mean, it's basically a free pit stop because everyone else is already in.
Yep, he's coming in the pits.
There you go, he's dropped in.
And A. Riley.
And as I suggested, A. Riley would stay out because he's already taken his compound change. But he's not going to pick up that many places because most of these guys are out ahead of him already.
Yeah.
He's only picked up 2 places.
Well, the interesting thing is going to be Grimmy and RP Live.
Yeah, so Angry Dutch Guy's done exactly what I said, gone on to the songs. I'm not surprised by it all.
Yeah, so we've got Grimmy and RP Live. They obviously compound change onto soft, start onto medium, so they should have an advantage coming here.
They should. Just the sheer pace advantage there should make the world a difference, at least for the first few laps. So this will be just an unfortunately boring lap or 2 of safety car, and unless you do something very daft, there shouldn't be a lot to talk about. As I say that, Brick Killers goes a bit McLaren madness and almost overtakes the safety car. He got a little bit wide into the hip in at turn 8, I think it is, 7, 8.
So yeah, so he should have the safety car should be in obviously next lap.
Back in. Yeah, I mean it may come in this lap or it may come in the next lap. I'm not.
I don't know. It hasn't got to do a mandatory 1 lap.
Yeah, but everyone's all kind of bunched back up again, so it may come in this lap. We'll see.
Yeah, it's the first time we've had a safety car where everyone's pitted before the queue's actually formed up.
Yeah, so it meant everyone's like gridded back up together, bunched back up within, you know, kind of the first sector. So I mean, I can't see any reason it would stay out, but it doesn't look like it's coming in. Because we've got into Sector 3 now, and no sign of it returning to the pits. Or if it is, it's not told us that.
Yeah, it must be doing the mandatory 1 lap. I think that should come in next lap.
Yeah, it definitely been next lap. I suppose I was just hoping it'd come in this lap so we get a bit more racing, but you know, you never get what you want on this game.
I mean, for obviously the medium runners, it's an advantage getting to scrub your mediums in, but with the soft runners, they're still getting a full lap of racing, and that's Riley and Connor into the pit.
Yeah, we've just had 2 people back into pits. They must be thinking of a switch to the soft since it stayed out an extra lap.
Yeah, but then now they've got.
So, yep, that's Connor onto the softs. And hey, Riley, I think he's doing the same thing.
Yeah, very
soft
interesting.
switch, yeah. And I mean, there will be a lap pressure, but only by the fact that you know it's going to be a safety car lap, so it's barely anywhere that the other guys are taking. But Connor's not really done a massive world of help for himself because he's still got that penalty as well. It's only 3 second penalty for exceeding track limits. But
yeah, unless he's hoping that he can gap the cars behind on a faster tyre.
Maybe he'll gain an advantage from that.
He's only got 3 cars ahead of him on mediums before he gets the RP line Grimmy's on the soft. This is the thing, I know obviously Quick Killer will have Joseph on the back of him for the mediums, but he obviously will have Grimmy and RP line chasing him down, but the good thing about that, he will have Dunners and Ryans obviously defending their positions to prevent that from happening. Yeah.
I mean, we are going to go lap 9, we'll get DRS back, so we'll get 3 laps of DRS, assuming that there's no more major incidents. And I think your little one there was agreeing with us.
Yeah, it's definitely agreeing with you there.
So, we should shortly be finding out when the safety car's coming in.
Yeah, is that right, mister, yeah? The safety car's coming in this lap.
He's telling us all about it.
Yep, he's
keeping us amused while the safety car's out on the track, that's what he's doing.
You waiting for racing, are you?
It's like, come on, get this stupid safety car in. There we go.
Safety car is in now. Yes, safety car's in. Yep, he's excited for the safety car to come in.
So now hopefully Quick Killer should just sit back. He shouldn't be trying to accelerate too much now, because if he does, he's going to have the pack right up behind him.
Yeah, and if he goes too fast, he will have the...
Yeah, he'll get backed up again by the safety car. But the thing is, he doesn't want to go like I did when I was here. I went really late, like I waited until I come out of the chicane, and I didn't manage to get the jump because it was too predictable.
Yeah.
So really he wants to go a little sooner, although it does look like he's going to wait until the last second and then try and go on the exit of the chicane, which may not be the best option. As he's going. I mean, he's got a bit of a lead though. He's managed to get a little bit there.
That's like Joseph to get a bit of a lead on Duns as well.
As Riley's already past Connor.
Oh, and that's Grimmy that's gone for a switch back there. And it has worked on Ryan. That was a lovely move down that hairpin.
They're not going to try and go too aggressive as Ryan now comes with 3 second penalty, got a bit wide on the exit of Rouge and Radion.
And that's Mr. Jace, I think. Is that's the name?
Yeah, that is Mr. Jace, yeah.
Well, hopefully.
Oh, that's really tight between. That's also Dunners in the wall as well. I was on board with Ryan watching that little battle between himself and Grimmy as he dived up the inside, and I just saw Dunners spin and put it straight into the wall. But that isn't going to be another safety car, so it's not slowed the rest of the guys down. And surprisingly, all he's lost is an end plate off his right hand side. That was quite an impact with the wall as well.
Yeah, we've got RP Light as well on the back of Ryan. Obviously, soft tyres at the moment for him to be the faster tyre. Grimlock was initially making a move on Ryan.
Yeah, he's
RP
just
Lai.
having a little look off. He does. It's like he's thinking about it. He just needs to get a better drive with enough room to make the pass safely. He just tucks back into the slipstream and waits it out. Yeah, I think he's going to outbrake him into the braking zone. Oh, he gets sort of pushed on the grass there. Just limited room. He gets the inside line on the exit of the chicane. They're still side by side. That is job done from RP there, so he'll now be hunting down Grimmy, who's a couple of seconds down the road.
Yeah, we've still got like one down from from the back of the paddock to Mad Max, who's kind of battling for Ryan and RP Lai, all still within like 5 tenths of each other.
Yeah, everybody down as far as Abe Riley is. I mean, Connor's not far off of Abe Riley, but...
oh, we've got Joseph and quickly, yes, side by side there, switching positions again. We have got Grimmy as well on the back of them two, so the more they spend battling,
the better it is for Grimmy, because he's on sort of the same age tyres, but he's on past the compound, and there's only 3 laps to go, so there's no way his tyres are going to go off fully in the race. I'd be very, very surprised if they did. He's closing that little gap to Joseph. Though RP Lai is catching Grimmy as well. As Angry Dutch Guy's just made a pass on Sir Jake as well. That was an odd choice for a position to overtake, but it works as Dunners picks up 3 seconds now with warnings with track limits.
And we've got Grimmy right at the back of Joseph now as well.
Yeah, I'm sitting on board with that actually, yeah. And next lap is when DRS will go active, so he will get a run towards, I think it's turn 4, after Radion. But they will both have it as well, because obviously Joseph's close to the back of Quick Killers. In fact, we'll have a DRS train for a couple of cars.
I just saw A Riley.
JC out, I think. Yeah, was he already out?
No, he was already out. We had a position change between Riley, Connor and Sergio. There's a 3-way battle going on here.
Yeah, I saw something happen at the bottom. I thought I saw a name go great, weren't it? It was positional changes.
Yeah, no, so I initially started at the chicane before the finish line. You had Riley go make a move on Sir Jake. Oh, and that's Sir Jake into the wall. On board with that through on Rouge.
That's also Grimmy making a move. Oh, there was a little bit of contact there between himself and Quick Killers.
We've got...
That's really unfortunate for Grimmy there as well. He tried to follow Joseph through on the move on Quick Killers, and as I said, as it come around the first part of the wide chicane, there was just very, very slight contact that turned Grimmy around, so I don't think there'll be a safety car now for Jake's car anyway, because it's too late in the race.
No, it has appeared already.
So this is those medium runners guys racing far away, but they've got to keep RP Lai, who's now right on the back of them, the same way that Grimmy was just a lap ago at Bay, because he is on again the faster tyres. But he also has a lot less ERS than these two do. He's down to around 10%, where Quick Killers has got 75 and Joseph's got 55, so they've got a lot more ERS than RP has right now.
Yeah, a bit like if we'll have DRS here, so I mean, Quick Killer would make...
Yeah, but so
Quick Killer, I can see obviously next DRS are making a move on Joseph. I mean, RP Lido will leave your audacious and maybe try going for a double attack.
Maybe. If he wants to do that, he's going to have to save some of that ERS up that he's using right now.
Yeah, Quick Killer though, 81%. He's hardly been using his, and he's obviously using his now.
Yeah, and that is RP Lido down to like 3.
That's
and
Mad
that is
Max
out.
Who again has another victim too on Rouge.
Yeah.
That's Quick Killer made a move. That was really close for RP. Yeah.
I was on board with that myself, but that was very, very close. So we are down to now 9 drivers at the start of the finish. Unfortunately, that was his little one getting a little bit excited there.
Yeah, he's the last 2 laps and he's getting really excited. Yeah, I know you are, mate.
Can't blame him, it's pretty exciting racing this.
Yeah, I mean, just watching RP
live.
live.
Really
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting on with RP live just watching the battle unfold.
Do you think RP live can do it, little man?
He seems confident.
Yep. He's on a soft tyre. He's got he's come up to the last lap to do it, but he's falling behind.
He is at the minute.
And Joseph is right at the back of quick killers. And that's Joseph making a move on the going for the inside. Obviously, quick killer if he sticks where it is will have the inside.
No, he will have the DRS anyway. Joseph will. And RP lies right on the back. Whoa, he gave a little nudge there to Joseph. I was hoping he was going to pull out to the right.
And that's Riley made a move on Ryan. No, Ryan's made a move back on. Riley's pulling it back. It's going to be really interesting through. Oh, contact, and that's both of them gone.
Both of them in the wall.
Oh.
At Eau Rouge, that was a bad place to try.
Oh, and back on with RP Light. Looks like they're going 3 wide over there after the DRS straight, and that's quick colours. Yeah.
Go 3 wide, yeah. I'm just back on board with that myself.
RP Lido is making a move here on Joseph.
That is now down to 7 finishers, as RP Light has gone up the inside of Joseph. So now he's got half a lap or so to find a way back past quick killers.
And that is without DRS as well.
Yeah, I was going to say, or try and goad him into running too wide and picking up a penalty.
Yep.
As he does it himself, he goes wide and doesn't pick up a penalty this time. Just got to get that pressure on and see if he can find a way past, maybe a late dive into the chicane.
So that's the sector 1, that's Dunners that's lost it on Rouge, but he's only just lost his front wing, well completely lost his front wing now.
It does look like it may be quick killers for the finish here because RP Light is not close enough, but although Joseph is having a look for a late dive on RP, no, he's not going to make it.
So a good race by RP Light there.
Quick killers, RP Light, Joseph, Angry Dutch Guy, Grimmy, and then Connor and Dunners, the 2 Mercedes drivers, will eventually join us in about 25 seconds. That was a really good battle between the top 3 there.
Yeah, RP Light come, I think he come after
it was actually a really good battle when Grimmy was involved as well. It was just unfortunate there was a bit of contact there between those guys.
I mean, I think they both started 5th and 6th after the safety car round end.
And that is Connor across the line, so we are now just waiting for Dunners, who's just pootling his way around at the back there.
Yep. Dunners coming up to sector 3 now. Coming through the final 2 corners. With no wing in fact.
Yeah, that explained why he was going so slowly.
So that concludes our sprint race. Quick killers obviously taking the 5 lapper as well as the sprint race as well.
Yeah.
So I mean, we've got the feature race next. Will we be able to do 3 out of 3?
Well, that's the question. Can he do all 3 tonight? It'd be quite the achievement if he could, as RP Light does pick up the fastest lap for the sprint race as well. But unfortunately, of course, we only had 7 drivers finish, which was Quick Killers, RP Light, Joseph, Angry Dutch Guy, Grimmy, Connor and Dunners. Ryan and A. Riley having a little crash there towards the end. Mad Max Sir Jake, Mr. JC, Errol, Wolseley and Bluncham as well, all DNFing.
Yeah, you know, this track here, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I would say 80% of the DNFs here was all on Rouge.
Oh, Rouge, yeah. Rouge is so easy to DNF at.
Yeah, it's one of them. If you come off the accelerator and you go back on at the wrong time, you will just go right into the wall. And if you go flat out and catch the curb, you go left.
Yeah, you've got to make that choice of whether you go flat or not, and if you do, then you've got to hope it will stick. So, but that is us done for the sprint race. So we shall be back in 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, we will see you boys.